Hey all, this is an interview with the French Cassettes, an indie pop rock band from San Francisco, California. I had the opportunity to sit down with the French Cassettes at Treefort Music Festival in Boise, Idaho recently, and got to know the band a little bit more and got to learn more about their upcoming album Benzene, which is going to be released on June 7th. Just a disclaimer before we get into the interview, the audio has a lot of background noise. There were other stations and studios recording in the interview room, and there's also a band that was performing outside at the time. I did my best to go ahead and remove everything with software, but a lot of background noise still came through, and sometimes it's hard to understand what the bandmates are saying. So I will go ahead and include closed captions for this video as well. I'd encourage you to turn those on, and those will include everything that you will need to hear. And now, on to the interview.
I'm Andrew St. James. I play the bass in the band. You know. I'm Mac. I play guitar.
I'm Rob, and I play the drums.
I'm Scott, and I sing and play guitar.
Awesome. All right. We are KZU 90.7 FM. We're a little college radio station from Pullman, Washington. So yeah, I saw your set last night. You guys killed it. Loved it. Loved it. It was awesome.
Thank you.
Collectively, you're the French Cassettes. Yeah, so I figured we'd just chat a little bit and get to know you guys. I first heard you guys at Treefort 2021. I couldn't make it down here last year, but got turned on to you guys then. It was a lot of fun. So
We're just What stage was that on?
it's not at Treefort this year. It's a little side stage, backstage. It's like between kind of a little alleyway.
There's a radio?
The radio one.
Oh,
was
radio.
called.
Yeah. It was freezing cold,
Was it?
right?
Yeah, that was last year. Last year.
No, last year was Core Shrine.
Now we also did, that was the beer one. That was very cool.
Oh, that was two shows.
We're getting off topic. Alright.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, off top is kind of the name of the game.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. I'm having trouble recalling the moment that you're talking about, but
Yeah.
No, it was the one that you talked about earlier where I came down and I had to fix the monitor situation. Yeah.
So it was like off the beaten path a little bit. That was a wild celebration, right?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Pretty cool venue.
yeah.
But let's catch up. How's Treefort going this week for you guys?
Love it.
Amazing.
Has there been a highlight so far?
Wow.
I can say the weather is
Literally just walking around. Just
it's kind of like nights like brisk. It's not too cold, not too warm.
In a good way. Yeah, the perfect way. Yeah. You've been enjoying your time in Boise?
Yeah.
We had Italian for breakfast this morning. It's pretty sweet.
I would say my personal highlight was me and my friend Mackenzie over here started our day off with a cold plunge.
All right. Where at?
We're cowboy.
At the
Cold Cowboy.
Cold Cowboy Club,
Okay.
and it was like part of the artist services thing. The guy's super cool, and we went in, do the sauna, do the cold plunge, do the sauna, do the cold plunge, and it starts your day off. It's just
It was amazing. I've never actually felt my heart slow down.
I have. It's not a good feeling.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
not at the time, but then afterwards.
You're a new man afterwards.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like being reborn. You die a little bit in the tub, and you get out and you feel like a baby.
What they're not gonna admit to you, what they're not gonna admit is that the place they're describing is next to the place they actually went to. That was a laundromat. You guys just went to a laundromat. Yeah. And you just went in.
That's right.
Yeah. I put Mac in the washing machine and we just called it a cold plunge.
Probably has the same effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little more swirly though. Yeah.
That's also near death experience.
Yeah. Lots of NDEs.
So far, everyone I've talked to lives here in Boise. They only have golden things to say about it, and that they have to pause before they say it because they're. I don't want to reveal their secret. It's excellent, but because they don't want probably people to just like going Boise.
Isn't Boise supposed to be like one of one of the most up and coming towns, like the United States?
Yes. Seems like.
Yeah.
Read that somewhere maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's what they're saying. That's what Boise's saying.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah. Don't move here.
Yeah.
Everyone's already coming.
Yeah, we got enough.
Yeah.
What's next for you guys while you're visiting?
For here,
Kind of like walking around and just kind of floating.
Hot oysters, I think. We're gonna get some oysters.
Oysters?
Yeah. Well, maybe some of us will.
A little inland, right?
There's a little inland that there's a little sport.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's some shows tonight. Sure, we're gonna go. Sure. And we'll catch ties and all.
Is Built to Spill playing?
Built to Spill is amazing.
That might be nice to see.
Don't spill. Yeah. I missed them yesterday, but I'll probably try and catch them today.
Oh, cool.
Maybe
Yeah.
they played yesterday.
I'm not really sure when they play.
Well, maybe it was yesterday. We'll find out.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we missed it too.
Dang it.
No.
Yeah, that's what's beautiful about Treefort is just walk around, just kind of like, and you get a great night.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know what's gonna happen.
All right, well, that's what you're up to here in Boise. But what's next for you guys in general? You got a new album coming out. Stoked for that. Yeah, you want to talk about that a little bit? Maybe just, kind of is there a theme for the album or just kind of an idea or just?
It's just nothing that would sound very interesting that I can say right now, but we worked incredibly hard on it, and I mean, what would anyone else say about?
I mean, we tried going for the theme like vacation and this Bahamas theme. It didn't quite pan out. So
Yeah, a few steps short of
Plan B is just a collage of different ideas.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
But it's called Benzene. It comes out on June 7th.
Benzene on June 7th. How do you guys go about recording an album? Like, do you just write songs and kind of piecemeal them together, or are you a little more structured? Or
Usually it's demos, and then we do it in the studio. Benzene is an incredible engineer and works in the studio most of the time. Everyone contributes to finish it, which is a very lucky feeling on my end, because I just get to throw up something and then everyone can make sense.
you just get to perform, see what happens?
And no. But I just get to spew ideas basically.
Sure.
And then they get to spew ideas. Anyway, am I random?
Dance, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Scott will bring in like a demo that like we all hear, and then we go to Mac's studio and just like make it into something more final.
Just kind of flush it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a fun process.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's sweet. Yeah, it's good that you guys are collaborative about it. You produce it yourself.
Yeah.
Too, it sounds like which probably helps things out. Yeah. Makes it a little bit easier. I've
That's
heard.
the funnest part.
But that's okay.
Yeah, I've definitely heard recording nightmares and mixing and mastering nightmares.
Yeah.
So if you can avoid some of that.
Yeah. I think that's when like egos clash, is when that's the problem. But I haven't run into that yet.
Not yet.
Joe got something to say.
my teeth.
Stop, we're in here. Ron, stop.
He was joking. He's joking.
Oh yes.
God, wrong pipe.
The new record's Let's Mix by a gentleman named Nick in Philadelphia.
Okay.
A really great job. It's working with me, Command.
Gotcha. Have you worked with him before? Or?
I think this is the first
No,
one.
this is the first time, and we're huge fans. But I mean,
Major.
I don't know. That to me seems like for people that like have their hands in everything about what they do, which is a lot of bands. I'm not saying we're unique in that way, but to trust it and to hand it over, it doesn't always work out. And I think in this case it worked out because Nick Brill just like knocked it out.
Just incredible.
Really good job.
Yeah. Yeah. Trust is definitely the most important thing. Trust.
Yeah.
How about, would you guys mind describing one of your best shows you can remember? And then follow that up with one of the worst shows you guys can remember.
Wow.
I got the worst one. Does anyone have the best one?
Actually, I'll start. Well, I can start with the Beast. Just come back to the worst.
It's really interesting to see if you guys have the same worst show.
I think that actually, and I mean that we're in Boise now for Treefort, but last year we played at the El Cora Shrine, Shriners, and it's like a 2 or 3 p.m. set, and it's just filled in. Really, right before we played, and there was something that was really special about that night. And I think that was a highlight. We played a lot of shows in the last 2 years, in particular. It's a highlight for me. Here in Boise. I'll check back in about that.
Well, I'll add to why that was a cool show because it was like 2 or 3 p.m. and it was like all we knew about the show was that it was a private party that was wedding.
No.
And so we were like,
That's right.
man, like who is gonna be here? You know, is there gonna be like a bride and groom and like a couple of their friends just watching us in Elkhorn Shrine, like this humongous room. And then we're like, well, even if it is open to the public, then like it's still 2 or 3 p.m. It's not like this cool evening nighttime slot. So we really just didn't have that great of hopes for it, but it ended up getting packed out and it was a super fun show. That was great.
That was a good one.
That was a nice time.
So check this. So no bad shows.
Never had a bad show.
Yeah, it's the one. Yeah.
No. There was one. Well, for me.
Oh, you. At least we'll find out.
Not for them. Well, kind of for Rob, but.
Uh-oh. It's gonna happen.
No. Hear me out. I went through a phase where I thought it would be cool to like at a certain point of one song, if I did a full 360 spin, which I honestly did it. I pulled it off for longer than I should have. I don't think anyone even asked for that in the first place, but I was doing it. But I didn't anticipate performing on a stage that was carpeted, so my feet just stuck to the ground, and I tried to spin at this epic point of this song, and I just ended up falling right into Rob's drums, and they all fell to pieces. Which, why did they just like all fall to pieces?
It was scripted.
Yeah, sometimes that happens with drums.
And then Tom had rolled into the audience, and I was like, I looked at Rob and I was like, oh, so sorry. And I turned back and finished the song, and then someone in the front row had Rob's Tom, and they would just bang into the to the end of the song.
I mean, that might have been the best concert.
Yeah. Why did that go down to the worst?
Because it scars me, man. I don't feel good about it.
Yeah. What's your show highlight? You going?
I think we're on the next question.
Okay.
It was kind of crazy the one time we pulled up to Treefort and it was like, normally the weather's like this, like most years, it's like nice, it's the perfect time of year. And in this one time we were playing this outdoor stage and it was like we drove in, which is a humongous drive. Was it last year? I think it was maybe the year before that. It was last year. And it was just so cool. And it was like all the bands were just like huddled backstage, like with their fingers in their armpits, just like, I don't know how we're gonna do this. And bands that were coming off the stage that were like, oh, that sucked. And we knew that we were about to like jump into the water, you know. And it was really cold, but we did it. So it was scary, but you know, we prevailed.
Yeah, you're still here to tell the story.
No one died.
And now look, you're doing cool.
No one's
punches.
fingers fell off. Yeah.
He's got a taste for it.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Well, maybe we could do some more bio stuff. Like, how'd you guys come together, start making music? What are your backgrounds in music? Like, what do you love about it? Anything you got to share?
Well,
Matt, Mackenzie, and I, we met in high school when we were about 15, 16, and we agreed on taste in music, and we started writing together, and then we moved to San Francisco, and you wanted the whole Oregon Trail, right, of this story?
Let's do it.
All right, and then we moved to San Francisco and met Rob and Andrew there. So what was the other part of that question? Did you want the inspiration or something?
Sure. Yeah. What's your inspiration for writing music? What do you love about it? something along those lines.
Um, yeah, I mean, for me, it's a lot of small parts of a few bands, artists, songwriters. I can't speak for the rest of the guys, but I think some of the most inspiring are McCartney, and Jeff Lynne, and Harry Jefferson. Those are the ones that I really find the most inspiring. But I'll try and please chime in.
What inspires me to do music? I think for all of us, we've been doing this thing for a really long time. So it's kind of just what we do at a point, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, I think really the best part of doing this whole thing, this long adventure, it's really been the relationships between people that are like-minded and similar. I think when I was growing up, I felt like wouldn't be surrounded by people that were I kind of saw things as the way I did, or like approached their lives the way I did, but this sort of passion or care for music. I don't know, like just doing what they wanted to do, particularly in the expression of art and what have you. And I don't know. I mean, when it comes down to what inspires music, at least for me, in my relationship with Reinvent, it's really just the individual part of that. Where it's really much more about the relationship personally than it's about the music at the end of the day. But having been making music for a long time, that's just that happens to be part of it.
Yeah, it happens to be like a cool side effect.
It's a great, great song.
Pigeon please. That's cool.
No.
Never heard answers so much like the preface to announcing a mayoral campaign. What inspires me to do music?
It's about the people. It's about the people.
We are the people.
I'm a man of the people.
Yeah, we are the people, and we must change the direction of the people, in this case, the city.
Bob Miller.
And Bob Miller is me, and I'm running for clerk in Circle Court. That's right.
I mean, honestly,
Time for
me,
change.
I defer to my brother a lot of the time because I've always looked up to his taste in music, and one time I wrote a new song and he just said, I was like, do you like it? And he was like, cool. It sounds more like something I've actually listened to. I was like,
That's what I wanted.
that is brutally honest, but yeah, it was inspiring to, I don't need that every time, but it was nice to hear.
Yeah, sure, keeps you going a little bit.
Yeah, it did for me.
I hear. Do you guys have any goals for the band, or you just enjoying playing and seeing where it goes?
Oh, you mean destination?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're already on your political. So that's like stop.
I think you're going full fascist yet?
Yeah, definitely. Like
Musical stuff.
That's next month.
Yeah. What are the goals? It's great movie. It's really exciting. Europe, go to Europe.
It'd be nice to go to Europe. Yeah.
Facility. So you guys are going to be on beta testers for everything is cool, right? So hey, remind me. Hey,
Yeah.
Ryan.
I mean, if you don't know, that's all good.
It'd be great to go to Europe.
Go to Europe.
Yeah.
Yes.
French Cassettes.
Where's Europe in particular is fine, isn't it?
I don't even know.
Well, let's see, you got France, you got Space.
Estonia.
You got Estonia for sure.
Number one market, Estonia.
I want to go to a deep cut.
Got the Mediterranean Sea over there. You got Stonehenge.
Much more like
I think it shows. Like,
I mean, obviously, if we're to guess, Pink Floyd.
oh,
But no, they haven't.
they haven't done that.
they shot the Beatles album around there.
Okay.
There's all the military people.
So I
It's
guess
really surprising that.
the long and short answer is Stonehenge.
Stonehenge.
Yeah.
Stonehenge 2020.
The goal for the band is to play a show at Stonehenge, their show.
Yeah. It's lofty, but if someone's got to do it, it should be you guys.
You know, we've got the rest of our lives, and we're just gonna dedicate ourselves to working on that specific goal.
It's a good goal. I like it.
So,
And
We're
talk to some.
at the stage, particularly eggs that open up.
Oh yeah.
There's a risk of
And getting stuck.
So we're taking this.
Yeah, we've got the eggs ordered on Amazon already.
we're yours, whatever you want to do. Cool. Love that.
So if you guys could distill down, like, what is the sound of French Cassettes? So maybe 10 words or less. And there's a lot of ways that you can describe your style.
He's just superpowers.
You guys are bad. Less than 10 words to do it. What would you say?
Exactly. So hi, I'm sitting here with Mega Cat and all of these exciting things that they have to look forward to here at Treefort. But it's also awesome.
That's how you want. Okay. Yeah.
It's a thing that's stigmatized wherever the people are in that journey, but we just want to help people know that people come from very safe places to do
Something like that.
beautiful things. So let's talk about. So you guys haven't played Treefort before.
I don't know what you got, man. What you got?
That's amazing. No, that's it, dude. That's perfect. Man, what would I say?
I don't know if it can be topped.
That no, it definitely can't be top.
In my first period of that.
It can't be top.
Question. Everyone's gonna go?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's kind of hard. I don't know. That's a tough question. That's a tough question.
That's why we asked it.
Well, it's
For me, I don't know if I'm going to do talent.
yeah.
It could be nudged a little
What's
bit
your favorite part about
or a lot.
But it's
I mean, the
a person's attempt
where like
to write a
someone on the street,
pop song
you're interested.
after not sleeping
Absolute.
is 5 a.m.
Okay.
Like last night we were like getting groceries at
That's
Trader
honestly
Joe's.
most
We're checking
the beginning parts. It's like,
That's where the inspiration comes from. But you finish the rest later.
or really good, yes, sleep deprivation.
That sounds
Sleep deprivation rock. Yeah.
yeah, that's the same. That's the same.
That's a genre.
Yeah, so when I saw you guys in 2021, you introduced Santa Cruz Tomorrow by saying it's a song about when you almost went to Santa Cruz. It didn't. You said that we would figure it out when we listened to the song. Is that
I don't know why I said that. Sorry.
I mean, that really stuck in my memory. It's exactly how I recall.
No, it was called. Wait, are you asking like why did I put that, or are you asking why I lied to you on stage?
I think both. I think those two work together.
I'm sorry for lying to you on stage, but for the first part of that question, yeah, my brother, he texted me. He was like, "Dude," it was like one of those things where everything is like punctuated. He sent me a text and he was like, "Dude, Santa Cruz tomorrow. We're going. You and me." I love it. And then I woke up the next day, and so I labeled the song that I was working on at the time, Santa Cruz Tomorrow, because that's where I thought it was going. And then I texted him the next day, and it was just an idea. And so we didn't go.
It's the idea of going to Santa Cruz.
So we never
actually go.
Never went.
Just getting started on something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all spirit, no deliverance.
Yeah.
Not a lot of insight there. Well, this has been fun. We can keep chatting, but is there anything else you guys want to share really with the radio? You know, we got like at least 6 listeners, so.
Oh, that's good. Record comes out June 7th, the new one, and that's exciting for everybody. And that's kind of our big message.
Yeah, just get excited for that record.
Yeah, we're just kind of stoked for that.
Got a lot of dates. We'll be in Washington. That was just over the summer.
That was June 7th.
June 7th.
Yeah.
June 7th.
Yeah, we looked at them all recently. Back, yeah,
A lot of dates on the books.
I'm not sure if we're good at this weekend, maybe.
Let me know if you guys do, because that's kind of my neck of the woods.
Spokane.
Yeah, we're in Pullman's about an hour and a half south of Spokane. So
Okay,
there's really nothing there. But
makes sense.
that's where the school's at. So.
Okay, nice. Great, man.
Well, it is a really pretty good music town. There's a lot of little bars and stuff, a lot of local bands, so it's a fun place.
That's cool. In Coleman?
And Pullman, yeah.
Pullman. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Edit that out, please.
Yeah, sick. Yeah, Spokane's cool too. I've been there.
You guys played there before?
Were you just there with?
Not as a band, but I've toured through there with projects.
Okay.
Jess?
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
Well, yeah. So lots of dates on the books, lots of driving around.
Probably.
Jump for those, and albums coming out June 7th.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. Get some other people excited too.
Thanks.
I guys appreciate it.
Well, yeah, man. Thanks so much, dude.
Yeah, it's a pleasure
Appreciate
meeting
it.
you guys.
Yeah, man. Nice to meet you
Yeah.
too. Have fun interview.
Yeah, it's the music.
Onward?
Onward.